All right, this is Clay Byrne with the Byrne Real Estate Group. I'm really excited to present to you our pre-listing packet. You're thinking about selling your home, or you are selling your home because you need to move or upsize or downsize, could be any reason. We have the system that's perfect for you to help net you the most amount of money in this today's market, right? And to help you get to where you need to be when you need to be there. Okay, so let's dive in. I'm really honored to be here to talk with you about this. I'm going to educate you on our systems for selling homes. You'll see why so many people hire us to help sell their home, why we're able to get such tremendous results. And you're going to learn about our commitment to your experience and to make sure you get the results that you expect. Okay, we're really good at this. We've been doing this for a very long time and we love it. So thank you for being here. Let's dive in. So we know the goal for most of you when it's time to sell your house, you want to get as much money as you can, and you want it to be kind of quick and easy, and you want to be able to, so you can get to where you need to be and you don't want to think about it anymore. That's generally wraps it up for everybody. Okay. Some people put more weight on the money they get. Some people put more weight on the time that it takes. Either one's fine. Just make sure you communicate with me and with our agents that come to visit with you and to work with you about what's the most important thing to you. Some people it's marketing. All of it's fine. Our system is perfect for whatever it is that matters to you the most. Okay. One of the benefits of working with us also is from doing this for 25 years myself, my team for many other years, is we haven't seen it all, but we've seen a lot. Okay. So we have a pretty good database of solutions for whenever there might be a problem. We can anticipate problems based on flags that may go up to help keep the process smooth. Right. So that's one of the reasons that people hire us. It's our experience and professionalism. So we check all your boxes. We know through conversation that we're going to get to the root of what's got you to sell your house, and we'll take care of you. Okay. And this is my group of amazing people. We're a little bit different. We model some companies that have really high-end customer service. And we found that the more professional we have a person handling a separate part of the transaction or a different part of your transaction, then that's their one thing and that's what they're amazing at, then the better the process is for you. So we have an operational team. We have an operations manager. We have two. We have listings, we have marketing, we have contract to close. I have account executives that help keep everybody moving along, right? There's a lot of variables involved in this process now. Okay. I have the best of the best on my team to make sure you have an amazing experience. That's why we have over 1,000 5-star Google reviews, right? It's not easy to do. We've worked hard at it. Okay. And also we guarantee the process. We literally will guarantee for buyers when they buy our house, if they don't love it for the first 18 months, we'll sell it for free. We'll charge them a nominal marketing fee. I have to say that, but it's basically they save thousands in the commission. We're so committed to the experience for you and for buyers that we guarantee it. And if there's a problem, if we don't earn referrals from you, if we don't earn our 5-star reviews from you, if you're not happy, you and I will have a conversation about what we did wrong and what we could do to make it right. All right. It matters that much to me. This is all I care about. I want to make sure that you have the best experience possible. Okay. All right. And just to prove it, I put some reviews in here for you to take a look at, and it gets better. And a place you can click right there to go take a look at go research some of the reviews that people will put up there. Okay. Let's talk about the process. Today, right now, you're in that red or orange square. And there's some debate in my office about what color that is. That's where you are right now. And the next piece of this is you're going to learn about our programs. You're going to decide what's right for you, or you're going to develop a list of questions to help you navigate the decision that you're going to make when you hire us to work for you. Okay. And you're going to meet with an agent. You're going to meet with one of my best agents. All right. They're trained in listings. They're trained in our process. They have a lot of experience. They understand what putting the client first means. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here working on my team. You're going to love them. All right. You're going to meet with them. At the end of this, you'll have a chance to schedule that. Okay. You're going to determine what you need to do to get your property ready for sale. And you're going to determine the pricing strategy. Okay. Those are important. Then you're going to sign some paperwork. Then you're going to move into the next phase. You get the house ready. And you aim for picture day. You'll learn about that. Then you go on the market. Then you have showings and open houses. You get market updates from your agent. You're going to review the feedback, and it's an endless loop until it's not endless. It's a loop until you get offers, you go under contract, and then you close. Closing's great. That's when you get your money and you're out of the house based on the terms of the contract. Okay. So we've broken it into 6 steps. They're easy to manage, bite-sized chunks, makes it a lot easier for agents, my team, and for you, right? Okay. So we know going into this market, or just in any market, that there are factors you can control and there's factors that you can't control. Factors you can control are the location, which you already nailed it when you bought the place, right? So that's done. Condition, right? What kind of condition is the house and what can you do to make it look good and feel good and smell good, have good energy, whatever it takes to impress buyers, right? You're after the first impression. So we'll talk about condition and then, of course, price and terms. What's the price you have on it? And what are the terms that you put with it, right? And that means, like, will you own or finance? Do you just want your cash? Will you help them buy down the rate? There's a lot of different terms in there you can use to massage a deal, okay? And we'll talk about that. In fact, I have something really cool for you that will help you net more money when you hire us, okay? I'm not kidding. It's amazing. So let's talk about condition and price. Think about when you've gone shopping for cars. Just a quick story. Will you look at dirty cars and clean cars, even though they have the same miles, same year, same Carfax, right? But one of them's dirty and one of them's not. Which one are you going to be more excited about? Okay, just think about that lens. It's really easy. All right, so let's talk about what's going on in the market right now. I call it the problem. These are just the obstacles, right? There's more than 10 times the homes on the market than there were 2.5 years ago. That's a significant increase of houses for buyers to choose from, right? We call that supply. You've probably heard this before. There's 30% or so less qualified buyers than there were 2.5 years ago because interest rates have nearly tripled or more than tripled, right? And there's some uncertainty. We've lost some jobs, right? So there's less buyers in the market. So that's demand. High supply, low demand. You know what that does to prices. You can see it right here in the bottom chart, all right? Some prices have decreased almost 40% in some areas around here. Some are taking well over 100 days to sell. There's good news. There's buyers still buying houses. Over 500 a week are putting contracts in on houses. That's pretty good, all right? It's not as high as it was, but it's still pretty good. It's healthy. In fact, we are still in what many people consider a buyer's market, or a seller's market, excuse me. Based on my experience, I wouldn't call that the case, but what we are seeing are signs of stabilizing. And you can see right here, interest rates are stabilizing, okay? What's important about these interest rates being as high as they are compared to where they were is that buyers are preferring to buy the interest rate down. They want a house they don't have to think about doing work to, and they want a cheaper loan, right? And they use incentives, which up until recently has meant the sellers had to include a pile of money for the buyer to go buy down their interest rate so they can afford to buy the house, right? They want easy. Buyers want easy. Make the house nice, make it easy, make my financing easy, I'll buy your house. That's what they're doing. So we have easy solutions. We have solutions that make it easy for buyers, which makes it easier for them to want to buy your house. So you can get where you want. We need you to be there, okay? And in order to do that, we give you some options. How do you want to promote and market your home? Do you want to offer massive buyer incentives? Well, what if you wanted to offer these incentives and you didn't have to pay for them? So here, we have flexible selling commission program. You get to pick your commission, okay? Which means you get to pick your online profile. Obviously, the lower commission is the lower the profile, the less attractive the story is of your home, your profile, right? Your pictures, your descriptions, the extra bonuses that you're throwing in. Actually, the extra bonuses that we throw in together, right? What level do you want that to be? The higher it is, the higher your score, the more views you get, the more saves you get, the more showings you get, etc. You understand how it works. And we'll dive into it. Okay. So we boost your online profile. We throw in these massive buyer incentives. And I'm talking like up to 4% cashback and savings for buyers that you don't have to pay for, seller. We coordinate that. Okay. We give them the Byrne buyer guarantee. If they don't love the house for the first 18 months and they need to sell it, we'll sell it for free. We make it easier for them to buy your house. We have a buy direct database and incentives. They call us directly. If they don't have an agent, there's instant savings for everybody. And it's a lot. Okay. Groundbreaking marketing and promotion. You're hearing about that right now, as a matter of fact, right? And then, of course, tons of experience. That's what we have for you. So what we know, based on the National Association of Realtors, is that well over 95% of all buyers use the internet to shop for homes. I don't know how that's not 100%. Some people don't have internet. I don't know. Okay. So when you're looking online for that stuff, at cars or houses or whatever, right? You're looking at the pictures, the descriptions, and the reviews. Okay. So what we learned through research here is that the online profile includes the photos, obviously. So you want to have great photos, detailed information about the property. Okay. So you want copywritten, a write-up done by a professional, and maybe even enhanced with artificial intelligence. That's popular right now. You want to have floor plans, which we do for you, right? And then you want to be able to contact a real estate agent. How many times have you tried to call a real estate agent and you can't get a hold of anybody? Do you have any idea how frustrating that is? The answer, you do if you've tried it, right? So we have a system for that too. We answer the phones. We have upgraded photos. We have the floor plans. We do amazing descriptions. You get to pick what level you want. Okay. We call this the online profile, and we have a scoring system for that I'll introduce you to. The reason we spend so much time in on this is because since everybody's online before they decide to go look at houses, 99% of the time, we want to make sure that we're paying attention to your online presence. Okay. So you have upgrade opportunities all over the place. The more people see you, the more time they spend looking at it, the more likes, shares, saves you're going to get. The more of that you get, the more interest you're going to get in your property. It turns into real showings, right? Real showings turns into better offers, sold house. You net more money, and you get to be where you need to be when you need to be there. Okay. So here it is. We have the Smart Sale program. We have the Premier Pro program and the Ultimate Showcase program. I love this, right? So it gives everyone has an option. Some people, their house just needs to sell and they just need to keep the fees as low as possible. And they're willing to wait it out and slug it out with the competition with just regular photos and a little bit of promotion. Some people want a little more. Some people need a little more, by the way, right? And if you're in a seriously competitive environment where there's a lot of homes for sale and traffic's really slow, you need to offer buyers massive incentives. And I'm talking up to 4% cashback and savings for buyers. That's more than what they pay their real estate agent to help them buy the house. I'll break it down for you here in a little while. Okay. We do a home warranty. We upgrade the drone photography, do some videography. We really beef up the marketing. And if you want to really get into it in the Ultimate Showcase, don't worry, I'll go into this here in a little, and I'll go into this in depth here in a few minutes. Then you really beef it up on Zillow, and where a lot of the buyers spend their time, and you're the number one listing that keeps showing up, right? And you can see how that's a benefit. The more people look at your house, the more they're thinking about it, the more they want to see it, as soon as they see it, they're going to want to buy it because you had done the preparation to get it ready that we're going to talk about. All right. So, and this is basically your online profile score. It's base here at the Smart Sale. It's like in the 60s, I think. When you go to Premier Pro, you get these extra bumps in your marketing and your photography and your videography and your drone and the whole package, right? You get an increase about 37% by the score. It makes a big difference. Okay. And then if you really beef it up, Ultimate Showcase, that takes you all the way to the top, like a 99 out of 100 score. You're the number one listing showing up in your neighborhood in Zillow. It's really awesome. Okay. So pricing. Now we talked about making a first impression, and that's where we're talking about the condition, right? So you're going to present your house. It's clean. It's beautiful. It smells good, looks good, feels good. Buyers walk in. They're like, oh my God, I got to have it, right? And it has the right price on it. Okay. So the first 6 weeks really is when you get to make the biggest impact on the buyers. We know there's a lot of buyers waiting for houses to come on. We're working with like around 90 of them right now. They're waiting for the right house to come on the market that has the right features and benefits for the right price in the right terms, right? Does it have any incentives to it? And that means that we know we need to do it right. We need to prepare the house correctly, photograph it correctly, have it perfectly ready to go as soon as it hits the market, because we know a bunch of buyers are going to see it hit and they're going to look at it and they're going to look at the photos, they're going to look at the description, the location, what's going on around it, and they're going to get excited about seeing your house. Okay. The chart on the right there shows that the number of buyers that like to overpay for houses. Okay. That's basically what it says. I'm not sure how 40% of the people still like to overpay for houses, but occasionally one comes up that they do. They all did it for 2.5 years, right? But the asking price and the percent of buyers that want to pay for it, right? If it's below market, most buyers will get excited about it. I want you to consider that. I'm not encouraging being below market, but I'm definitely encouraging you to be very mindful of the market. And your agent's going to go through this with you when you're talking about pricing. They're going to talk about when there's a lot of supply, low demand, generally means prices are going down. When prices are going down, that means tomorrow your home is worth less than it is today. That's literally what that means. So I need you to consider that when you're getting ready to price your home. Don't worry. Because of our incentives, you get to net more money. Okay, I'll show you this in a second. So when you meet with the agent, you're going to get a whole list and you're going to walk through the house and build out a strategy for what you need to do to get the home ready for sale. These are just some of the basics. The key here is now that you've decided to sell your house, or you're almost ready to decide to sell your house, right? You've got it. There's a mindset shift, and it's when your home, you can you mentally prepare yourself. Your home becomes an asset. And when it becomes a asset and you want to sell it for top dollar and you want it to happen quickly, that means that you've got to spend the time depersonalizing it. That's what this is all about, decluttering and depersonalizing it, because you want buyers to be able to walk in and picture their life in your house. And they can't do that if you have all your personal stuff everywhere. So the reason you make the shift from home to asset is because we don't want you to be offended when we're making these recommendations on how to depersonalize your house. Okay, that's why this is in here. So let's talk about them. All right, the Smart Sale program. It's super simple, super basic. You get professional photographs. You get into the MLS and all the related websites that are out there, the syndication to thousands of websites. You get one of our amazing signs. On those signs, we put a badge on there about the Byrne buyer guarantee. So, right, it just encourages buyers to call us about more, to have more dialogue. And we'll get into that in a second. You get market reports, so you always know what's going on around you. You need to know what your competition's doing. Okay, you get in the open house rotation. Your real estate agent is trained by me. They're very professional. They're listing qualified. They understand our process, right? They're very professional real estate agents. You're going to love them. I love them. We spend a lot of time together. We train like crazy, no matter what's going on in the market. Okay. Contract to close management. That means that we have a professional. So we have a professional that manages the listing part of it, the marketing part, and the contract to close. It's basically, they're like your assistant when this is going through. Your point of contact will always be your real estate agent, by the way. All right. So that's basic, but it's an online profile ranking of about a 63. You also get access to our database of solutions. Obviously, that's part of the contract to close management. And that's where, like, we've seen a lot of stuff. And when we get some clues or some hints about some trouble, we can hit it head on. And we always communicate with you about what's going on. Okay. All right. Premiere Pro, you get all that stuff I just talked about. We upgrade your photographs. We upgrade your drone photography. We do AI enhanced description. We have professionals help us with that. You get access to the Buy Direct database. Literally, you're going to like this, right? So you give us we agree on terms and we get going and we do pictures. We get it loaded up. We're going to blast it out to our database of people that are signed up for Buyer Direct, right? Buy Direct database. And that's, if one of them wants to buy your house, you save like 2% of the commission right out of the chute. It's awesome, right? Saves time, saves everybody money, everybody wins. Okay. We do a home warranty during the listing, pre-inspection consultation. I really recommend this. You pay for an inspection. We help get things fixed. And that way we can basically troubleshoot the house before anything gets started. So when you're under contract, those problems are already handled. Okay. This is really great. And then you get the massive buyer incentives package. I'm going to go through this at the end. This is really terrific. But basically, like because of all the vendors and the relationships that we have, buyers, instead of the seller giving them money to lower their interest rate and other things, we have solutions for them to get it from other people, right? Saves you money. It's pretty awesome. Then the ultimate showcase. We really blow it out on Zillow. Okay. This is where 233 million people go every month to look for houses for sale. So I thought, well, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and upgrade on the most hit website regarding real estate in the world, in the galaxy, right? So we upgrade. This is amazing. You get this interactive floor plan, these dynamic carousel images, like you're the stickiest house in your neighborhood. It's the number one house in the neighborhood that shows up in the rankings. So buyers are constantly looking at your property. And of course you can track it because you can do that online. Right. So it really beefs up. You get this really high online profile ranking score. It's a big benefit to you, right? The more people that look at it, the more people are going to want to take a look at it. The more people that actually see your house and see what you loved about it, they're going to see their life in your house. They're going to pay you more money for it. Yeah. We also do cash offers. This is great for people that just got to go. They don't want to wait for the market. They don't want to do a bunch of showings. They don't want the hassle of all that stuff, getting the house ready, all that. They don't want to do it. They just want quick cash, quick close. Let me get out of here. Okay. We do those too. The con to those is that the price is a lot lower than what you could get on the market. But for some people, easy is important. So if that's something you're interested, let me know and we'll come take a look at it. All right. You have a really low online profile ranking there. Doesn't even really make it online. Just goes and runs through our database. Okay. So the point of marketing is to make the phone ring so we can educate people, buyers, on the features and benefits of your house. Okay. At any given time, we have 3 people ready to answer the phone. All right. These are our account executives. And of course, we have a backup of real estate agents and then your real estate agent, right? So there's almost 5 people ready to answer the phone at any given time when somebody calls. Eliminates the frustration of being able to find somebody to talk about the features and benefits of your house when it's for sale. Okay. We also are known to be professional pros, right? Professional pros, right? We're full-time pros. We work to do this all the time, every day. We have massive buyer incentives. So we get to educate people on financing. We have a mortgage company. Okay. It's another reason financing is a big piece of this for buyers. We talk about your house. People call us for our experience. They call us because we're ranked number 3 out of 1 out of 3 in Google at any given time, right? We have over 1,000 5-star reviews. We do a lot of work to create opportunities for buyers to call us so we can educate them on our listings, specifically about the features and benefits of your house for the price, right? That's what anybody wants to talk about. Okay. Like I said, we're full-time. We do this at a really high level because you're hiring us to help you sell your house. And in this market, how important is it having a partner like that understands what needs to be done to be successful, to get you the results that you deserve? Okay. So here's what it looks like. Well, here's a carousel for one of our listings on Clawson Road here in Austin, Texas, right? We put together the massive buyer incentive package. It becomes a picture. It becomes a picture in the carousel of the first 5 or 6 pictures, right? So buyers see it. They see your house. They see how much they really like it. They love the staging. They love the light. They love the photography. They like the price. They want to know more about it. How can they get that? Look, how can they get this lower? Oh, well, there's incentives over here. I'm probably going to call them and ask them about that, right? Can you see how that's a benefit? Of course. Marketing. So top 5 ranking. We're usually in the top 3 anytime you Google like Austin Realtor or something like that. We have over 1,000. I think that's the most 5-star reviews of a team here in Austin. We have YouTube. We do specialized Google pay-per-click advertising. We can get really granular on who we think the buyer is going to be, and we can just be in their face with your house all the time, right? It's helpful, right? We can do that on social media too. A little less granular, but we can do that on social media, and we do that. It's one of our packages, okay? And then Zillow, of course, where everybody is. We did a case study. This was fun. This house was just kind of poking along at regular viewership, and then I said, hey, let's boost it with the showtime, the showcase, and we boosted it up. Look at that. We like doubled the amount of viewings and showings that we had, and then we got it under contract. So I know this works. All right. And here, as you can see, you can click here for examples, but you can come see the floor plan to get an idea of what the virtual tour is like. You can see your home, this ugly fourplex, but actually it's sold. Here, like you can see it showing up at the top because we upgrade that listing service, right? The more visible you are online, the better chance you have of selling your home for more money and faster, which I'm 100% sure is important to you. Here's what our photography options are. Okay, professional photography. Probably didn't spend enough time. This house sold, by the way. All these have sold. This one, but you can see the difference, right? This one where the photographer pays more attention to angles and size and space and light, right? And then, of course, you move over to the architectural, and the curated really showcases gorgeous angles, uses really good light, right? This guy's really expensive, but worth it, right? And it showcases the houses. Pictures matter, right? Pictures worth 1,000 words. It's your online profile. I mean, by now you're pretty familiar with what that means in all aspects of life. Pictures matter, reviews matter, descriptions matter. You've got to nail it each time. Okay. So let's get into this part. This is the get up to 4% cash back and savings. This is something else that we do to promote people to call us. Sorry. So more people call us, the more we can sell houses. Okay. So, and you actually will net more money. And let me show you what that means. So here's an example in a $500,000 house, right? That's the purchase price. Then we come down here and they use our mortgage company. They instantly get at least a percentage of that money to buy down their rate. All right. If they contact us directly and they don't have a real estate agent, or they're one of ours, it's on a special program. And we do this at least once a week. There's a commission agreement already in place for this. I'll give you the details in a minute. Right. And then we give them the Byrne buyer guarantee. If they don't love their house for the first 18 months, we'll sell it for free. No problem. Okay. We give them an upgrade and after closing care package. That's literally, it goes, we detail the house. It's a package they can buy at a discount where it details their house afterwards, right? Saves them a couple $1,000. It's pretty awesome, by the way. Everyone likes to move, like you like to have your car cleaned when you just buy it. Well, everyone likes to have their house cleaned when they just buy it, front, inside and out. Okay. We give them a free upgrade when it's time to list. So they get the ultimate showcase for the Premier Pro price. That's thousands of dollars in savings right there. And there's more. When they use buyer's rate mortgage, we give them a refinance credit of $2,500. So they're going to refinance initially. There's always, or eventually, there's always fees associated. We take care of the first $2,500. Y'all, this is amazing. This is a bundle of services that you can't get anywhere else, right? Including the Byrne buyer guarantee, where we stand by our word. It's amazing. You don't have to pay for it. In a typical situation, you probably interviewed an agent. This is probably something you got, right? Here's the sales price. Here's the compensation plans, right? Right here, title fees. And then there's the, hey, you need to incentivize buyers to buy your house, and you got to put another chunk of change out there for them to take so they can go buy down their rate, pay off their debt, whatever it is, so they can afford your house. A lot of agents are pitching this right now. It is a solution. It's an expensive solution. Let me show you a better program. Okay. The same. You pick the commission. We have a conversation about buyer agent commission when you meet with your agent. Again, this is all just for information today, right? The title fees. Now the buyer incentives still exist. I just showed you where the buyer incentives are. They're not coming out of your pocket. So you net $20,000 more, right? Up to 4%. You get more, up to 4% cash back in savings, right? We found a way to solve this problem. It's amazing. You get to net more money. It's the same scenario. So here it is side by side, right? Same sales price, a little bit different on the commission. We understand, right? The title fees and then the buyer incentives. Traditional agents probably going to want you to put a bunch of money into it. We found a solution that works better for everybody. Everybody wins. You get more money. You sell it as quick or quicker. So you can get to where you need to be when you need to be there. Okay, here's the Buy Direct program. This is something that goes on right before you hit the market if you sign up for it. We load it into our database, and you can see right here some of our listings have come through, and you can see the number of matches of buyers that we have that might be interested in your house. If they say yes, they only pay a 1% buyer fee, and you pay your seller commission, right? So a pile of cash, extra pile of cash gets pushed into the middle for you guys to negotiate and figure out who gets what. You both win. It's faster, it's cheaper, and it gets the job done. All right. So it's something to consider. We'll talk more about it with your agent when you meet with them. Okay. And so again, just a reminder, the programs are designed around the type of promotion you want online, right? You're still going to get an amazing real estate agent. You still get transaction management, listing management, marketing management. You still got people focusing on you. It's just how much do you want to spend paying attention to, well, basically how you look online compared to your competition. And right now there's a lot of competition, okay? Now you have this packet of information sent to you. There's a link where you can take your time to review it a little bit more carefully. If you have any questions, have them prepared for your agent when you'll meet. So this is where you are right now. Next, you're going to meet your agent. You're going to go through and figure out what you need to do to get your home ready for sale. You're going to figure out the price. You're going to sign the paperwork. You're going to get to work. We're going to help you, all right? I'm honored to be here presenting this to you. I'm honored that you're going to meet some of my team members. You're going to meet one of my favorite agents. Okay. This is a treat for us to be able to help you. It's fun putting this together. We spent 25 years figuring out how we can get both sides of the equation to win. And this is how we figured it out. We are saving people thousands of dollars. We're getting their homes sold. Buyers are happy. Sellers are happy. You're next. Okay. Speaking of next, so we're going to schedule your meeting with your agent. Okay. You can call or text that number and we'll be in touch very soon. All right. If you have any questions, call me. If you have any complaints, call me. If you're really happy, call me. I like to hear that stuff too. All right. You guys have an amazing day. We'll talk soon.